These people ate the same foods every day. In 2015, Andrew Harwryluk ate Chipotle every day for nearly 6 months and maintained washboard abs.
I decided that it would be funny to do that.
He saved all his receipts as proof.
When I was in line today, a girl said, "Are you the Chipotle guy?" And I was pretty shocked.
He ordered the same dish, the chicken bowl with lettuce, light rice, and guacamole. It has 605 calories, and clearly, it paid off.
My first Big Mac was May 17th, 1972.
In 2018, Don Gorski of Wisconsin said he had been eating Big Macs for 46 years. In 2016, Guinness World Records even recognized him for the most Big Macs consumed after he surpassed the 20,000 mark. In 2018, he was up to 30,000.
When I first started eating Big Macs, there was like when you have chocolate for the first time and you can't get enough chocolate or whatever, that's the way it was for me with Big Macs. And so I was eating 9 Big Macs a day for almost a month before I really calmed down and got into a normal eating pattern.
He says he eats 2 Big Macs a day and says he never had a problem with his weight because he stays active.
Here's a 25th anniversary from, you can see the writing here, that's from Montreal.
But it's not just the taste Gorski enjoys. He's a true enthusiast and has collected Big Mac packaging throughout the decades and has no plans of changing his eating habits. In 2020, Reid Branson said he had been eating the exact same lunch, lentil soup, for 17 years.
Well, of course, only work days. On weekends, I do take a break. What happened was that I was eating a canned soup that I kind of liked. Then they changed the recipe of the lentil soup that this one company made, and I didn't like their new recipe. And so I looked specifically for a lentil soup, and I found this Greek lentil soup with lemon and decided to make it. And I liked it so much that I made it again the next time, and then I made it the next time, and it just got to the point where it was my go-to soup, and I just make it every single week. And I did the math not too long ago, and that adds up to like somewhere between 400 and 500 batches of this soup that I've made.
Got some nice fresh ingredients there.
So, how does he not get tired of the same meal over and over?
Well, I think part of it is that I'm a creature of habit, but another part of it is that one of the great things about making this sort of recipe over and over again, an excellent recipe like this, is that the flavors are always just a little bit different.
I'm setting out to eat nothing but Taco Bell for 30 days straight to see if it's possible to actually become healthier while doing it.
In July of 2022, Sam Reid from Lexington, Virginia was on a mission.
I think that a lot of people that I know how much I love Taco Bell, and they can give me a hard time, but I think this is in some senses a way to prove them wrong and to show them it's not as bad as you think. I think Taco Bell has a relatively healthy or healthy adjacent menu as compared to some of the other fast food restaurants.
Sam intended to try one of everything on the menu.
I'm going to try to concentrate most of those kind of classic Taco Bell signature items like the Cheesy Gordita Crunch or the Crunchwrap Supreme towards the beginning of the month, and then my hope would be that as I work my way through the menu, I can rely more heavily on things like the Power Bowl and some, like you mentioned, items that have slightly lower sodium and cholesterol and fat and that sort of thing.
Yes, even desserts.
Oh yeah, I love some Cinnabon Delights. I'm doing blood work actually tomorrow, and so I'll get readings for my base level of sodium and cholesterol and a few other metrics like blood sugar, and I'm going to be testing again at the end of the month to make sure that I'm doing this experiment safely.
And he'll share his experience on YouTube.
I think it is a really interesting story to tell.
Of course, everyone's got jokes about the challenge.
A man in Virginia said that he's going to eat only Taco Bell for 30 days to see if their food can make you healthier. Taco Bell is so excited. They're like, he called us food.
And yes, we all have the same question. Okay, so I love Taco Bell too. So I gotta ask you this, but I gotta ask it politely. Are you afraid of how your stomach is gonna react? You know what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean. I talked to a local radio station the other day that said one of their listeners predicted that I will poop like a goose. So yeah, I'm actually consulting with a dietitian early next week, and so I am planning on just asking about types of foods that I can be looking for that will, help me control my fiber and hopefully give me, a somewhat regular digestive experience over the next 30 days.
Overall, Sam is excited to get started and thinks his results will be positive.
I think that by, continuing my normal level of physical exercise, I should be able to maintain a few basic metrics for my health. And I think part of what I'm hoping to do with this experiment and the documentary is just to introduce people to the idea that, it's not just about weight. You could gain muscle and the number on the scale would be higher, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're less healthy than you were before. But I am excited to see what the final results will be at the end of the month as well.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.